Next up, we have the Mickey Mouse. In his more traditional attire. Okay, and here's the back of the box. Okay, it's the front. My thing with this character is, I do like it. I do like him in his traditional attire. I would have just wished. I don't like collecting two of the same characters. Like in Skylanders, they'd have so many they had so many different poses of the same character. I would have rather I like their idea with the power discs, that you could change their appearance through the use of a power disc instead. I would have preferred it if Disney released this figure originally and then had the Sorcerer's Apprentice figure as a power disc instead, and when you could you could just modify it. So there you go. Same with the Spider-Man. Although I really love that black suit Spider-Man figure. Oh, there you get the card. I wasn't too thrilled about having to collect another figure of the same type, but here you go. It still looks good though. I would have wished they released this one first. Very nice. Let's try to look at him side by side with the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey. So here we go. Now we've got two Mickeys, right? Still nice. Still nice. I think they look equally as good. Okay, next character is Minnie Mouse in her traditional garb. So it's it's nice to have them finally start rounding up the main characters. I'm really looking forward to Goofy and Pluto. But yeah, Minnie Mouse is good. I hope Infinity lasts long enough to round out all the entire set of characters. Maybe I would have wished that they released the original Mickey first, and then try to finish releasing all the main characters, Goofy and Pluto, before releasing and maybe have the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey as a power disc instead. But anyways, here's the card. I'd be really curious what Mickey and Minnie's powers would be. I would really hope they have special abilities too, and not just normal abilities. Like in starting in Infinity 2.0, they introduced special abilities to be able to tell them apart. So I would be really curious what their skill tree would look like now, and what special abilities they might have. Next up, we have Olaf. Olaf. Everybody loves Olaf. Right? So, one of the other characters from Frozen. Now we've got 3 characters from Frozen. We've got Anna, we've got Elsa, we've got Olaf. I would never have thought they would be releasing an Olaf character. Farthest from my mind. I'd have thought they'd be releasing like Hercules, maybe Tarzan, or Ariel. I can understand why Ariel may be a little harder. They'd have to probably base a whole playset in underwater, and even then, she's probably a hard character to control inside the toy, control and manage within the toy box. But here you go. We have Olaf and his carrot nose. And so here's the card. All the Disney original characters have the purple background, while the Star Wars characters have that red background. I've seen a little of his gameplay, which looks really funny, which looks promising. I'm really looking forward to playing with this character. I've seen him in action a little, and evidently he'd like tear off one of his arms and start swatting it against the other enemies. So yeah. You know, one thing I noticed though, I have to check, it's the base. I would have thought that just in keeping with the other bases, with the other characters, just let me get them for a while. Yeah, here we go, like, in keeping with the other characters of Anna and Elsa, they have this like blue, sparkly snowflake base, right? And then Elsa. I would have thought that, or wanted him to have the same base, just for consistency's sake, right? So you know that this set is from the Frozen series, but I guess they decided not to go with that idea. Oh well. He has this purple flower thingy. Wonder if it means anything. I don't remember seeing any purple flower or a reference to it in the movie, but it does look nice. And his carrot nose. Olaf. Okay. Next up, we've got Mulan. Definitely one of my most favorite characters. I really hope sorry, here's the back. This front. And her nice fan there. And her pose. Alright. I really hope Disney would last long enough, or be able to produce all the Disney Infinity Princesses. I'd love to collect them all. Problem being, I guess, with Ariel, as I mentioned in the previous video, that it'll be probably hard to translate her into the toy box with her fin and all, right? It'll probably be a character that's hard to manage within the toy box. But here you go. Mulan. That's the card. And there's the character. character. Very nice. and she's got that fan. I'm curious what her powers would be. I'm thinking, or it should be, I hope she has that sword that she carries. I hope it's part of her powers. But if not, it's still very nice. This was actually I went to EB Games, or like that's the counterpart of GameStop here in Canada, and they did not seem to have this Mulan figure. It's, I guess, a Best Buy exclusive. I had to go to Best Buy to pick this one up. I'm really glad that I went to check Best Buy too. So there you go, Mulan. So next up, we've got Sam Flynn from Tron. Yay! Finally! I was... they originally released this as an online-only character. I was a little disappointed because I thought it would have made a great character, and lo and behold, after a year, I can't remember when they announced this. Well, they finally did release it as a physical figure, and I'm very happy about it. I actually wanted a Tron figure. What was curious though is I wonder why didn't they start with the Tron character itself, right? But Sam Flynn's still good. I love his costume, and I love his costume. See? That's the card. And finally, it's here. He looks so good. Right? Right? I know people didn't like the Tron Legacy too much, but I thought it was pretty good. Wasn't too bad. Personally, I would have wanted a little more effect on his disc. It seems to be just plain black. It would have been nice to have a little effect on it, but still good. Still looks really cool. Can't wait to play with this character. And he's got his visor. His visor is it seems to be made with a different material, because it's a lot shinier than his matte his normal matte texture here. It looks really good. You know what would have been nice is if they could have figured out a way to make these white parts glow, or maybe make it glow in the dark, right? That would have been really nice. But all in all, I'm very glad to have this figure. And of course, you can't have Sam Flynn without Korah. There you go. So there's a Korah figure. There's the back. Right? These characters, as I said, were originally online characters. So I was very thrilled to know that, to find out that they were releasing these as physical figures. We've already seen them in action. One of the distinct powers that Korra evidently has is she has that swing ability, like that of Spider-Man and Venom. It's a distinct capability that not all Infinity characters have. There's a card, right? And she's carrying the sort of like katana. Very nice, right? And she's got this disc on her like identity disc on the back. Very nice. So if you look at them side by side with Sam Flynn, very nice, right? I love the costumes. There you go.
So, thank you once again to all those Infinity Characters fans out there. To get all our latest information, reviews, and videos, just hit that subscribe button. And if you can, like us also at Facebook and hit us up on Twitter. Thank you once again, and I hope to see you again soon.